Why do you think we need to focus and put emphasis on gifts instead of challenges?
Because why is it that society is so focused on finding the faults? It's so, everything is like, you are so great at all these things. Oh, but you're bad at this thing you're so bad at. And I'm like, so what? Nobody's perfect. Nobody, I look at these children who have everything in their life, and they're good at, they excel at everything. But there's still this piece of them that, like, they have it all, so they don't become the greatest person that they could be because it's too easy. And then you have these kids who have all these challenges, and they become these amazing entrepreneurs, and they create these amazing lives for themselves because they have challenged themselves. But at the same time, I think of, why does it have to be like that? Why can't it be like, I look at my son, and he goes to this amazing school where they focus on your strengths. So I see him coming home, and it's not about competition. He can say, oh, my friend, we had a project, and his project was so great, and he was all these 3D things, and this one was so good at that. And people say I'm so good in science because I'm so good, but we all, like, they work on working together, and there's not enough of that. There's too much emphasis put on, I'm the best at this and you're not. And you're not because I got 95 on my test and you got 90? I mean, what is that? You become, like, I thought, that teacher talks about, you become the teacher and the other one becomes the student, and he got a 90 on his test. What is that? It's not fair, because you put these seeds in these children's mind that are not even true. And it's not, life is a journey, like we say all the time, but it's also, we all have something good to bring. Also all have something good to share. And why do we need to compare to each other all the time? None of us, every single person that is born, we're all different. Every single one of us, we're always going to be different. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Why do you say we need to change the way we teach?
Because if you do just a few changes in the way you teach, with bringing visual and more hands-on and colors and pictures and videos and anything like that, more kids are going to get it. So why not? We have all the tools. We have all the techniques. We have all the technology, the information. Why are we not using it?
Why do you say dyslexia is a gift?
Because it is. Even though some people get really mad that they say it is not a gift, it's a challenge and you're going to be stuck with it forever. Yes, you're going to be dyslexic for the rest of your life. Yes. There are things that I can't do, that I don't choose to do, or that I still struggle with. You bet. Are there things that I do that other people don't do? You bet. And that's my gift. My gift of seeing the world in a 3D way, of being, if I say I commit to something, I do it, and I get things done, and my visions, I say something and it becomes a reality, and I can see a solution. Like, we're at the office, and everybody's like in the same, you can get new staff, new people. It's always the same challenges with the same problems that it doesn't work. And then I come over like this and I say, let's try something different. And they're, oh, but we don't need to think all the same way. We need to embrace different ways of doing things.
Why do you say parents need as much support as the child?
Because they do. Because they're tired, they're overwhelmed. They don't know where to start. They're bombarded with information. They don't even know what their kids have. That's our biggest mission, is to help parents identify what is going on. Is it always dyslexia if you have a learning issue? Of course not. But is it always ADHD? Of course not. So what our mission is to help parents identify, you have all these different things going on and you don't even know where to start. And you have like 3 kids and you're working full time and you have these experts, who have like all this jargon that you don't even understand what they're saying. And I'm dyslexic and I'm like, oh, I can't, your brain is like all filled up. And then these people are bombarding you with these terms and information and negative information or this feeling of, where do I start with this? Of course parents need support because they're going through this as much, even more than the child when you start at the beginning, because you're the one, you need to support your child, motivate your child, get their services, bring them to their services, do your work, go to work, and also provide for them and all these things. And who's taking care of you? Who is taking care of you?
Why do you think diet, eating habits, sleeping habits, and exercise help overcome dyslexia?
Because it helps with everything. It helps with your life in general. And if you're having dyslexia and it's already an issue with crossing information from one side to the other, and you're bombarded with all this stress in your life, you know that eating, whatever you eat, if you have a lot of processed foods and artificial things, even if you're healthy and you don't have dyslexia, it affects you. So why not do all you can to eliminate that from your diet so that you can have the best results that you can, whether you're dyslexic or not. But because you already have one more challenge, why not remove some of the challenges that you can actually remove instantly so that you can have a better quality of life?
What method helped your son most?
Well, for us it was Ortho Gillingham, for sure. He went there for 4 years. It changed his life. It doesn't work for everybody. It worked for us. And he had a teacher who is still to this day his mentor. He learned visually. We did a lot of the figure 8 with the die and craft would help a lot of crossing information from one side to the next. We did a lot of for sight words. That's all the products we have, like the sight words and the spelling words. How we approach the words each day with the colors and the pictures and the stories. Very visual, very visual. In all audiobooks makes, wow, it changed my life. I know I've read more books than most of my friends in school now, because every single day I drive 2 hours and I listen to audiobooks every day. And it's like all of a sudden it opens this, it frees up your brain that you're like, oh my gosh, the information can come in. So it doesn't matter how the information goes in, if you can find a way that makes the information go in, that's what counts.
What were your child's difficulties and how is he doing today?
there was many, right? There's like, he had, obviously, first one was reading issues. He had difficulty with writing. He had all this information, like all these great ideas that when the teacher would ask him when they had an essay or, you know, writing a project to do, it was amazing. But when it came down to write it out, it was laborious, and his handwriting was atrocious. And speech was an issue, and zipping his jacket and buttoning his shirt, and what else? There's so many little things all that added up. I know I stopped doing 2 languages, you know, at home, and then when we got all the services, got a tickle. Then we started doing with the reading. Then he got the classes for reading. Then he got the classes. Then they started working on what tools could he use instead of writing everything all the time. So we started with computers and dragging dictations and doing, speech therapy. And now today he's doing amazing. He's in a private school setting. He's, an honor student. He's still challenged by spelling and writing, but it doesn't stop him, because he's like, whatever, something that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. He's doing amazing. He went from almost repeating first grade to being an honor student in a private school setting. Does he still have challenges? Of course. He's still in speech therapy. He still, he works hard. He's a hard worker, but he sees the rewards, and he is encouraged by it, and he's fierce and determined, and he doesn't let it stop him. And he's got still, like, spelling will always be an issue, and like he has his website that he does for helping save the sharks, and he posts there, and it's kind of cute. I see him, like, his post has got all these funny words sometimes coming out, because even me, I write things and I'm like, what did I write? Oh no, I do edit, but I'm like, you know what, it's part of it, and then just embrace it, because it's not worth stressing about it, because it's just there. It's okay.